So good morning. It is 10:30 a.m. I had no intention of recording today, but I have decided I might as well record. We're going this afternoon to see some of our Dachshund friends and human friends, so I thought I would take you guys with me. I'm also going to give some of the dogs a little brush, a little groom, and get them ready to see their friends. So I'm going to do little Elsa. Hello. I'm going to cut her nails, give them a little trim, and give her a little brush as well. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to answer a couple of questions that I've had on some of my videos, because I might as well. So these are the clippers that I'm going to use to cut her nails. They're just standard animal clippers. I did used to use, when they're puppies, I use the like little rabbit ones, but the big ones are fine. So Nemo likes to be around when nails are being clipped because he will try and eat the nail clippings. So I have to be a bit careful with his face in the nail clippers. Right, come here then. Should give him a little clipperoo. Let's find some of the ones that need clipping. Oh, that one. Thank you. And that one. Thank you very much. Good girl. Take a little bit off of that one. That one's not very long. Oh, you've got short nails. Can I have that hand back, please? Just move your little tootsie fur. Can I? Thank you. Let's move your little tootsie fur. Oh, thank you. Oh. Let's just do, that one's alright, that one's short enough. Okay. Let's go for this one here. Perfect. The rest of them are short enough. Should we check the back ones? Oh, lovely and short. There you go. That's the nail bit done. Obviously most dogs don't like having their nails done. Mine don't really like it, but they will go for it and have it done in the end. Make sure you're on camera. There you go. I'll give you a little brush. So I start with a comb, which they've chewed, of course. Oh, if it'll focus on it, I don't know. Come on. There we go. Right, there we go. So yeah, I start with a comb. I've just brushed it so it's got a bit of hair in. So I will start there and answer some of your questions. So one of the questions I had on my last video was quite interesting. So I had someone asking about fighting because I've got so many dogs. So I don't really have a fighting problem. I'm quite lucky that Prada, my Minpin, is kind of top of the pack. And I know people don't believe in all that pack mentality stuff, but it is real, especially within the dogs. So Prada is the top of the pack and she sort of keeps everyone in line. She's very calming. And she sort of just stays by the sidelines waiting to interrupt if she needs to. So yeah, we don't really have a problem. I will list a couple of things that we have, I guess, a slight problem with. So one of them is when our Fenton, wherever he is, don't know where he's gone, not in here. Fenton was neutered recently. Fenton is Nemo's dad. And he was neutered recently, and it's now a couple of months since he was neutered, and he's recently got this habit of, if him or Reuben, my other Minpin, have been out but not together, so if I take Reuben out or if I take Fenton out and then bring them back, Fenton gets the huff with Reuben and will growl at him, and Reuben's a sensitive soul and will then argue back with him, and so we just have to keep an eye on it really. I guess we're quite lucky that we're both home 99% of the time, so there's not really a moment that we can't intercept. So yeah, they have grumbles at each other, but I just tell them, no, that's alright. Yeah, so if a dog's irritating another dog, then I just move the dog that's irritating the one away and go and distract them with something else. So for example, when we do bring Reuben back or Fenton back and Fenton gets the huff, I just make sure Reuben leaves him alone until he's ready to be friends again. Yeah, but we don't really have fighting. I mean, Elsa here is a bit of a resource guarder, so we know that we have to keep the rest of the dogs away when she's got a treat, but that's simple enough. You just put her in another room or just stand by her so they don't come and irritate her. I might do a video on this, I guess, and see if I can film me actually intercepting or knowing when something's going to kick off. But yeah, we don't really have any problems. I mean, Eva, Fenton and Evie, if you've seen my first video, you'll know who that is. They're all related in each other. So Evie is mum, Fenton is son, Eva is daughter. And they just take stuff from each other, play, fight all day. Like, there's no way they're ever going to fall out. Yeah, we've not really had anything, to be honest. So that's my answer to that question. Another thing that we get asked quite a lot, so I'm going to change brushes actually. So I'm now going to move on to this brush. I'm not really doing it properly, am I? But I'll do it properly after I get off of here. Turns out it's harder to answer questions while you're grooming than I thought. But let's move on to the next question. So another question we've had loads of people asking about is IVDD and how we avoid it. So I am going to do a whole video on that. I think weight, ramps, and not letting them be in other rooms, jumping on and off of things and up and down stairs is kind of the main ways that we personally avoid it. But I could do a whole video on it because there's various other things, like we didn't neuter Fenton till he was 2. So we'll probably do a whole video on that because there are so many ways that we avoid it, but that's just the main sort of household things, I guess. So another question I had was about after you've found a breeder that you're happy with, what's next, really, I guess. So if you've been talking to a breeder online or you've been calling them, then the next step is to go and see them. And go and see the mum, check she's healthy, check that the puppies are healthy, the mum needs to be a good weight, she should have trimmed nails, the puppies should be a good weight and a little bit chubby. Check the house, does the house look, you know, like they're caring for the animals in it? Are they living indoors? Have they got loads of other dogs? What are the personalities like of the other dogs? So just specking out their houses next. And then there's so many stages after that. So again, I could do a whole video on that really. But one of the things she specifically said is, should they be allowed to pick the puppy? So generally speaking, if there are puppies remaining in that litter, so more than one, you should be allowed to pick which one you want. But again, I could go further into that question in a video on its own, but I thought I'd just touch on that question. I'll do one more question. So I did have this question quite a lot about puppy biting, and I did a whole video on that. So if you want to go back and watch my videos, I've done one on puppy biting, one on toilet training for adults and puppies, and I've done one on just general knowledge of the Dachshund basically. So if you want to go back and watch those videos, please do. I've also done a day in the life video with the dogs where I introduce our lifestyle, I guess. So yeah, please do go back and watch my other videos because you might find some of the answers to your questions in those. But if you've got any questions, just pop them below because I will answer them in either a whole video or in one of these style videos anyway. So yeah, that's a few questions this morning and a little bit of brushing, but I do need to groom them properly now, so I'll probably do that off camera. But yeah, we're going later. So it's 11:15 now. I think we're going around 3ish. We'll leave about 3ish. And we're going to see some of our friends' Dachshunds in an enclosed field again. So please do stick around and we will go there later and you'll get to see loads of Dachshunds running around and having fun. So see you then. One thing all Dachshund owners must get used to is moving dog beds into sunspots. So I've just moved the chair out of the way and moved a dog bed for you. So it's now 1 o'clock and not too long till we're going to meet friends for a dog walk. But I had this delivered and I thought I'd show you. So when you decide to be a Dachshund owner, you have to buy everything that has a Dachshund on or is in Dachshund shape. That's a rule for all Dachshund owners. So I bought this cute, is it going to focus? There we go. This cute little key ring. And I got to ask for specific colours. So I asked for the greens and blues because that's what Nemo wears. So I thought that would be cute. Excuse me. Eva. Excuse me. You can stop now. Thank you. So I thought I'd just show you that while we're waiting to go for a walk. See you soon. Excuse me, young man. Ottie! You know what it's going to be like. Oh dear! Footy! Come on! Footy! Mimi! Hello!
Evie's got a shorter tail actually.
Is she?
Yeah.
Maybe he gets it from her genes.
So
Oh! Hello! Hello! Hi! 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 Oh! Hello! Hi!
Oh yeah, we heard that story, yeah. What size are these then?
Oh, it's getting a bit frisky over there again. What are you doing? He's a good girl. He's a good girl. Well, Evie, do you want to sign off this video? What have you got to say for yourself? You're going to say bye? See you with fun at the field? Well, that's us for the day then. I guess I'm going to sign this video off here. I hope you enjoyed seeing all of the Dachshunds playing together in the field. If you want to see more videos like this, then please do subscribe and comment below what you want to see. And I look forward to filming more videos and seeing your comments in the comment section. Thanks again. Oh yeah, and it is Dachshund, not Dachshund, not Dachshund, Dachshund. Bye.